Welcome back, and Mr. Satish Pai, MD of Hindalco Industries, is joining us on the show right now. Let's take the discussion forward onto the growth outlook of the company. A very good morning, Mr. Pai, and thank you so much for your time. Firstly, let me talk about the India operations. The India operations earnings, rather, were above the street estimates, driven by the higher prices, higher value-added products, and lower cost of production is what we understand. But will the lower aluminium prices drive the aluminium profitability lower in the Q1 of FY26 there? Give us some sense.
So I think, as you mentioned, our performance was based on a better product mix, more value added, cost of production being kept under control. So I think that I'm fairly confident to tell you that in Q1 as well, our product mix is going to get even better as more value added products come in. And we are keeping our operations and our cost of operations under control. So in short, the things that we control, I'm quite confident to tell you that we will continue as it was in Q4.
Okay, Mr. Pai, this is Nehi also joining in. Although your Novelis EBITDA per ton has bounced back in Q4, you have withheld the FY26 volume and margin guidance. Help us understand how much of a negative impact should we brace for FY26 due to tariff uncertainty?
So Novelis, we were quite clear that Q4 will come back to Q2 levels. The positive things that are happening for Novelis is can demand is very strong. Scrap spreads have started to ease up and actually improve. So we are quite confident that the performance of Novelis in Q1 is going to be good. The uncertainty lies in the tariffs that are there on Canada today. So we are hopeful that in this quarter, the MCA, which is Canada-Mexico-America trade deal, will get signed. So that is the only clouds on the horizon that we see today. Otherwise, we believe that Novelis is going to have a good year going forward.
All right, and Mr. Pai, since you just talked about the demand, and especially the beverage can demand is expected to be strong. But what about the auto demand? What is that you're penciling in there?
So it's a mixed story as when it comes to autos. So we have seen weakness in auto demand in Europe and to some extent in China, whereas in the US, the demand from our customers has been quite steady. So we will have to wait and see now going forward, because at this stage, we think that our demand for aluminium in the US will not be affected.
But just wanted to touch upon the Novelis segment as well, because since you expect FY26 performance for Novelis to be stronger than this year, and I understand that you cannot give us the guidance, but directionally, Mr. Pai, could Novelis EBITDA per ton cross $500 a ton in FY26? Will that be a fair assumption?
So our target, which we have very widely repeated, is to get consistently about $500 per ton. And that is what we are going to try to do. And it's going to be dependent on the macroeconomical situation of the tariffs being sorted out and scrap spreads improving. So as I said, we have already started to see scrap spreads improve. So I think that we are on a good wicket going forward.
Okay, and Mr. Pai, is Bay Minette's expansion on track? Help us understand, will the facility be commissioned by the second half of calendar year 2026 and no further cost escalations on the anvil, is that correct?
Yes, I think Bay Minette is, I'm happy to tell you that it's progressing very well, and we think that the commissioning in August, September of next year is also on track. So that project now is moving towards completion.
Right, sir, but on the capex front, what about the cost over there? There's no further escalation for the Bay Minette capex, correct?
No, I think that as of today, we can say we are on track.
And in some of the other key updates that Mr. Pai, everybody is watching out for is the Novelis IPO, because the last time we did speak, you said that the right time for Novelis IPO had not yet arrived and that you are waiting for Novelis to consistently report margins above $500 per ton. Any update on that?
No, I think you have absolutely reproduced exactly what I was going to say.
Okay, and sir, lastly, let's talk about your net debt. That's declined 16% sequentially in Q4. India's balance sheet is already in good shape, but given that the company is in the capex mode, should we rule out the possibility of any deleveraging going forward on a consolidated level?
No, I don't think that. I think I've been consistently saying that deleveraging is not a requirement for us anymore. I think what we are, as you said, we have got in India a 45,000 crore capex going forward. And I think that over the next 3 years, what we have committed to is that the India net debt to EBITDA will not cross about 1 to 1.5. That's our commitment.
All right, Mr. Pai, with this, we let you go on that. Thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us, and all the best for the upcoming earnings. So that was the management of Hindalco, actually anticipating a strong performance to sustain in the first half of FY26. The demand for beverage can remain strong, while mixed signals coming in within the auto space.